Do I want to vote? Yeah, I want to vote more than anything.
This is 104-year-old voter Ruth.
Have you lived in New York your whole life? Almost.
Here's Ruth on her way to a polling place in New York City.
Without exception. And I'm talking about the First World War, the Second World War, and every other election before or since. This is it.
And her reasons why this is literally the most important election ever.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Here was the reception she received after casting her ballot. All videos are via Faith Saley. This is her adorable daughter reaching out for Ruth's hand.
How do I feel now? I feel that I did the best thing that I could do under terrible circumstances. I hope that my vote counts as the vote of millions, that we will have Biden and Harris. I hope with all my heart. This is so important to me. This is the most important thing I could do.
And of course,
I forgot the punchline when you asked me how do I feel today. On top of everything else I said, now I can die happy.
to be real with you, all my grandparents who are in their 90s joke exactly the same way. As we stated previously, Ruth is 104 years old, which means she was born in 1916. She was born before women had the right to vote, Faith said of Ruth, adding that the centenarian's first vote was for FDR. I mean, this is, in one word, historical. In footage taken from that day, Ruth is seen crossing Broadway towards Lincoln Center, a neighborhood Faith says the woman has lived in since the Nixon administration. Faith tweeted that her experience with Ruth will last a lifetime. Photos and videos are not allowed at the actual voting site. So I can only tell you that the voting officials and volunteers were unbelievably kind. Some were in tears. Everyone made sure Ruth went to the front of the line. She was ready with her license that shows her date of birth, 3/30/1916. My kids and I walked her to a private booth. I helped her stand. She filled in that circle hard. One voting official via Faith's Twitter asked for a picture with Ruth. Heck, I'm sure we would all do the same. Faith tweeted that Ruth was so overcome with emotions, she had to stop right where she was and have a cry. This election has taken a toll on a lot of us, but to see a 104-year-old champion this moment using her voice is something we should all carry with us to simply keep on keeping on.
By the way, I will say this. If you go and look at what's happened to New York, it's a ghost town.
Remember when the white supremacist guys said this? Well, people along Broadway cheered Ruth, now wearing her "I voted early in the city of New York" sticker. You could hear the claps up and down the blocks. Quite a ghost town, hey, Donnie? Faith tweeted later that day, "Thank you for hearing Ruth's story. I cried, my husband cried, poll workers cried, Ruth cried, my children witnessed her story in action. This is what voting means. Y'all keep on getting out to vote. Do it for Ruthie." Here's another great story inside of this story. One user replied to Faith on the social medium that he recognized her and attached this photo he took of Ruth with their sign that reads "Science, Not Silence." It was taken in New York City. Chris Bose is the photographer. Please do follow his work if you can. And Ruth also is not alone. In my state of Illinois, 102-year-old Beatrice Lumpkin casted her ballot in a full-on hazmat suit. The Post reported her grandson designed the PPE, which includes a fan and a filter, and provided her with a whole pile of reusable gloves. Lumpkin, who said she has voted in every election since 1940, said the stakes have never felt higher. It's always important to vote, but this election, it's the most important one of my life. Democracy is on the line.